Hi, and welcome to the more 5-minute St. Louis real estate market update for April 2018. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the broker owners at More Realtors. If you give me about 5 minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis real estate market. First, let's take a look at a chart for the entire St. Louis metropolitan area. And this is a 25-month chart, so just a tad over 2 years, and shows us home sales and prices. And you'll see on here the median sales price of homes is represented by a red line on the chart, median list price by green, and the number of sales black. I drew a vertical red line there for a year ago just so you can kind of see where a year ago was. The fluctuations up and down there are normal seasonal fluctuations, but let me put a line here just on the sales number to look at 2 years ago. So March 2016 compared to March 2018, you can see that the line for the sales is pretty well flat. So about the same for this past month as 2 years ago. Now this orange line I just drew on here, this is showing the median sales price from March 2016 to March 2018, and you can see while sales are trending flat or somewhat downward, prices are certainly trending upward. Now this red line is just for the past year. This shows sales prices for the last year, and you can see that that trend line looks a little less of an angle, so a little flatter than the 2-year one. And when we look at sales for the 1 year, the blue line there, so from March a year ago to March now, definitely downward a little bit. So overall from this, I think what we're seeing is prices are continuing to increase, which they do normally, and they're increasing at fairly normal rates, but sales are stalling a little bit. Now we're going to look at a chart that depicts information for the St. Louis 5-county core market, and this is what the rest of them are basically going to be for too. This is so this combines the city of St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County, which is really the bulk of the real estate market on the Missouri side, at least of the river for St. Louis. And you can see here, this is a chart that shows the total sales for the year for the prior 4 years. So just year-to-date sales, and you can see I drew a green line across the bottom there to show the current month, which we're talking about March, because that's the last complete month. And at the top, I've got the sales numbers. But you can see that for the past year, there's been about a 4% decline. This time last year, there were about 5,320. Well, not about. There were 5,322 sales. This year, 5,099. So down about 4% for the year. However, if you go back to the year before that, you can see we're up a little higher than that, and as well as the 2 prior years. So over this 4-year period, the sales is still up over 25%. It's just in the past year we've seen a little bit of a decline. And now this next chart, which is also for the 5-county core market, this shows the median sales price per foot, which is a good way to look at home prices. That's the purple line, as well as days on market. We know things are selling fast. You hear a lot about that. Once again, I drew a vertical line for a year ago just to kind of see, but you can see for this 5-year period, the purple line, again, there's the seasonality with the peaks in the spring and summer and dips in the winter, but you can see overall that sales price per foot is steadily trending upward, and you can see the black line, the days on market, is pretty well trending downward. And although when you look at the bottom of the chart there, you can see this past March, last month, days on market's 126 days, so actually up slightly from the year before when it was 122. I'm sorry, the 23 and 27, and then the price per foot was 126 versus 122 for the month before. And I draw the line here just to show a trend over the last 4 years on, looking at the same month in terms of days on market. You can see that's steadily declined, and then the purple line there showing the price per foot it has steadily increased. Now here's our market update report for the St. Louis 5-county area. And top row shows home prices, and this is for the most recent 12-month period. So this takes the seasonality out of it, takes the entire 12-month period through March, compares it to the prior 12-month period for this 5-county area. As you can see at the top there, sales up only slightly, just a little less than 1%, about 0.75%. Then in the under the red headings there, median home price 187.5 for this most recent 12-month period. That's an increase of about 4% from the year before. Second row down there shows a price per foot trend, and you can see that's trending upward as well. And the bottom row shows the month supply at about 2.5 months, so very low. Speaking of month supply, here's the month supply by county. You can see all of them are below 4 months. 6 months would be kind of a balanced market, not really favoring buyers or sellers. Anything below that's favoring sellers. So you can see for the entire metro area, definitely still favoring sellers. And if we look at the price per square foot trend by county, you can see they're bouncing around a little bit. Some upward movement, some downward movement. So prices are fluctuating a little bit. Here's our top 10 sellers markets. This is based upon the month supply, so just the markets that are selling out, basically. You can see the top two on there, Rock Hill and Glendale, both have less than a 1-month supply of homes. So they more homes sold in the prior 30 days than what are currently on the market. The highest one on the list, the highest two on our top 10, Blackjack and Crystal City, only have a month and a half. There are a few buyers markets out there now. We're counting anything, any area with over 6 months in inventory is a buyer's market, and there's actually only 6, and here they are. So 33 months for Porpine Lawn, and Town and Country about a 22-month supply, and so on there. Okay, so hey, when it comes to buying or selling, be smart about it. Get our Smart Guide to Buying Your Home. You can get that at smartguidetobuyingyourhome.com. Get our Smart Guide to Selling Your Home, smartguidetosellingyourhome.com. These are not just canned stock garbage like you see in a lot of places. These are custom, these are magazines we've created, us along with some other St. Louis professionals that we put together. They're great information. They contain great information on buying or selling your home. You can view them online, or you can download them, or you can contact us and we'll send them to you. They're beautiful full-color magazine. Also, if you're searching for homes to buy or sell, or want to see what yours will bring, use St. Louis's best home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. And yes, as the arrow shows there, we've got an 800 number at the top, and real live real estate agents right here in St. Louis answer the phone. Not a foreign call center, not robo stuff. This is real live agents. Also down at the bottom there, you'll see we've got live chat. It's also staffed by real live agents. Heck, half the time you'll get me. I man it a lot of times. So you got a question, hit the little red guy there, and we can chat online. Now, how do I know it's St. Louis's best real estate search site and St. Louis's favorite real estate search site? I Googled it. Google St. Louis favorite real estate search site. Ignore the paid ads at the top. They paid to be there. Organic search results, we're number 1. Same thing for St. Louis's best real estate search site. So there you go. Also, you can find your home's value online in under a minute, or anybody else's. Find out what your neighbor's house is worth, the X or whatever. Go to stlouishouseprices.com, stlouishouseprices.com. Hey, here's something brand new. Don't leave me yet. I know I'm going a little long. This is brand new, and you won't find this anywhere else. In fact, you won't find anything I've shown you here anywhere else. This is all, everything I'm showing you, the charts, the reports, everything is from proprietary software that we've developed. Yes, we're multi-talented. We could do software and real estate. And but here's something else. STLSoldSearch.com. This will allow you to search sold listings and see sold prices in all counties. Now, St. Louis, St. Charles, and St. Louis City, St. Charles County, and St. Louis County, pretty easy to get sold prices, to look up and see what homes sold for in your neighborhood or areas that you're interested in, because in those 3 counties, the sales are reported to the assessor, they're public. But Jefferson County, Franklin County, and basically the rest of Missouri, it's not possible. The sales prices are not public. So we have a site where you can get them. Yes, you can go there, stlsoldsearch.com. You can look up and see what homes sold for in Jefferson County, Franklin County, any county you want to see. Looking for open houses, go to St. Louis's favorite open house site, stlouisopenhouses.com, stlouisopenhouses.com. You can also get open house reports, nice little list sorted by the date and time of the open house at stlopenhousereport.com, stlopenhousereport.com. And that is it. Again, I'm Dennis Norman. We're More Realtors. And until this time next month, thank you and God bless you.